All right, we are here, chat, just in time for kickoff on Amazon Prime. Sorry, I'm about 5 minutes late here. Good to be here, though. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Bengals wearing the whiteouts tonight. That's a lot of white. It is a lot of white. I will say that for sure. Okay, Joe Burrow taking the field. We got 17 seconds on the play clock if you're trying to sync up. 14, 13, 12, 11 snapped. Predictable inside zone, and the Bengals' horrible run game off to a predictable start for a 3-yard carry for Joe Mixon. Minnetonka Skippers deep dive. Hey, go Skippers, baby. Go Skippers. That's my alma mater. All right, 2nd and 8. Big game tonight, everybody. Big game for both parties. Tua trying to continue proving the haters wrong. Bengals trying to avoid a 1-3 start. So, yeah, a lot on the line. We don't often get big Thursday night games like this, but excited to be here for one of them. So Joe hits the hitch route on the outside. Keon crossing. Looks like he's starting at outside corner. Byron Jones has not been able to get out there yet this year. I'm trying to get these headphones to work, and they don't want to work. But we got a 3rd and 1. Pre-snap motion. And Burrow finds a little hole in zone there on the fire zone. And Hayden Hurst rumbles forward. We haven't seen a ton of Hayden Hurst yet, but that was a nice little pickup. Hey, Ashley, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I think the whiteouts look awful. I'm biased. I love whiteout jerseys. I could take or leave the white helmets, but I'm biased. I think they're sick. Something about whiteouts sits right with me. All right, we got another zero blitz pre-snap look here from the Bengals. They're bringing the heat this time, flipping it out to T. Higgins. A little juke move. Down 2nd and 1. A nice start for the Bengals here. We got 12:55 on the game clock if you want to get synced up with me. 12:50 on the game clock. Still trying to work through, trying to get a little sound here for me, but first down, handoff goes to Mixon for another 2 yards. Hey, Christian, thank you for supporting the channel with the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. Very nice. Well, let's see if I just send it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Okay, 2nd and 8. We got 11 seconds, 10 seconds on the clock. Snap. Fake the handoff. Burrow looking real nice. Well prepared for a Thursday night game here. Just hits the check down. And are we going to get a little after the play action here? A little late hit. Let's see if I had my game audio working. This is a part of why I was a little bit late to start here, is my computer's just been... I unplugged everything, and we are going to get a personal foul. Oh, yeah, late hit. Crossan comes in after the play. Very close, but probably unnecessary there, so... That sets up 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. A lot of mugged up looks from the Dolphins early on. Looks like, man... Oh, are we going to get a free play here? I think we are. The team was not quite in position. I had audio in my thing for a second, then it went away. Come on. My computer is being very stubborn right now. So that's nice. Get a little 5-yard penalty. 10 yards to go for the touchdown. This would be a very nice start for the Bengals, who have, at least in the first 2 weeks of the season, struggled early on in the game. But good preparation so far, but even better execution from Joe Burrow. Tempting the back shoulder there to Tyler Boyd. That's the new kid, number 28 for the Dolphins. Has an interesting name. Let me make sure I have our rosters pulled up here. He's had an interesting kind of out of nowhere start, number 28 for the Dolphins. Just manned up. Nice little red zone defense there. A little bit outside from Joe Burrow on the throw. A little bit outside. That number 28 is Kader Coho. Kader Coho. 2nd and 5. Nice run from Joe Mixon. We're going to get right up close to the line of scrimmage. Not sure if that's going to be a first down or not. Very close. I think he was just a little short. James, I do not believe Byron Jones is playing. So 3rd and inches, heavy formation. We're going to get our first time out of the game. Gives me a chance to maybe get my audio working here. Thank you, everybody, for joining for the stream here tonight. Hope you all are doing well. It should be a fun game. I'm going to throw an ad at you real quick while we get this timeout, while I try and get this audio working on my end. Okay. I feel like I might need to just ditch these headphones. See if I remove the device and try and connect it again. Oh, did anyone else's stream just go out? That's weird.
To the leader of the Bengals. Boy, that right side of that offensive line with some leg drive gives him
well, it skipped forward.
To cut that right into Javon Holland.
I missed a play there because my Amazon was acting up, but looks like they got it. They ran it up the middle, and they went all the way into the end zone. Whoa. So we got 7-0. Nice run, nice drive by the Bengals. What a start. Got to feel good about that. Mixon just puts his head down, drives the pile. That's an impressive run from Joe Mixon. Good for my fantasy team. So Tua under pressure early. It's just such a big game for Tua. I feel like we all acknowledge the growth he's had. I just released a video on it this afternoon even. But still, I think so much to prove for Tua, and big opportunity for him with the lights bright against the defending AFC champs to continue playing the way he's playing and get everyone to kind of just take him fully seriously. And I think he's more than capable of doing it. All right, I'm giving up on these headphones. They are not working. I might make the switch over to the... Might have to make the switch over to these bad boys. Boom. Where's my Bose? My Bose partnership. Got to get one of those. Let's see. Can I get these to connect? I think my computer is officially just very confused. Fazo, I picked the Bengals, but I didn't have any bet on it or anything. Had that pick up on the Patreon, where you can get the exclusive picks, of course. Also, my camera's out of focus. Man, we are struggling tonight. I'm right here, camera. Hello. All right, we're gonna have to just abandon ship on getting audio here. I can probably have it quiet enough that it doesn't come in on the microphone. How's the sound audio for you guys? Is the music too loud or anything? Can you hear the music? Yeah, shout out to anybody in the Florida area. Just devastating scenes down in Tampa. Hope everybody's all right. Hopefully this game is providing you a distraction. No music. No music, says the chat. All right. Yeah, my computer is just all sorts of confused. Just keep me updated. I'll keep working on it as we go. But we got the Dolphins are back. We got 7 seconds, 5 seconds snap. Handoff is to Mostert. He's going to find about 7 yards. Nice fight. Mostert looks good this year, man. He's been there like lead back, I feel like. Edmonds has come in and had some nice runs as well, but Mostert looks big, sturdy, maybe a little bit of added durability. Yeah, Evan, Miami did get Alec Ingold. So 2nd and 3 for Tua. And it's going to be play action. Open up. Oh, no. Tyreek Hill gets loose. Can't lose him. That was almost too easy. Fake the stretch run. Cover 2 from the Bengals. And looks like Jermaine Pratt responsible for that one. Pratt, the mid-zone, responsible for finding the first middle of the field threat. Can't do it. Tyreek Hill on Jermaine Pratt. Obviously not a great matchup, but great play design. And, man, these zones are leaky for the Bengals right now. That time, Jalen Waddle wide open about 10 yards down the field. They got to clean this stuff up here. What are they doing? This looks like cover 3. And that time, just nobody there. Logan Wilson caught in a bind. These zones are just leaky right now. Gotta tighten these things up. Tua's gonna take that all day if that's what they're giving him. So Miami already down into just about into the red zone. Ball batted at the line. Ball's harmlessly to the turf. This This Dolphins-Waddle duo is going to be one to remember. That's for damn sure. BJ Hill with the deflection. So we got a little play action, and that time is that the rookie? Or is that Trent? That was Trent Sherfield. Another great play call from Mike McDaniel. You got Tua in at tight end, Mike Gesicki in at wide receiver in a 2-point stance. Play action, and man, are the Bengals going to have to try and go man coverage here? Because these zones are getting absolutely picked apart right now by Tua and Mike McDaniel and these receivers. This has been too easy. And a little jet sweep to Tua, or to Tyreek, and it's Sam Hubbard tracking him down. So first nice defensive play by the Bengals of the night right there. So we got 7:20, 7:19, 7:18 if you're trying to sync up. Random egg asks, are you going to stream any other games? Basically, I stream when my wife is working a night shift, because typically we like to get together and watch the games prime time. But she's working a shift at the hospital tonight, so we're live. Oh, a nice throw over the middle. Chase Edmonds working Jermaine Pratt. That's the second catch Pratt's allowed tonight. But yeah, ideally I could be able to stream one of these a week. I thought it was going to work out that way. These last couple weeks have been a little bit out of sync with the schedule, so that's kind of the primetime stream schedule, if you can even call it that. Garrett says, yes, that the franchise bride is goated. That is absolutely correct. Okay, 3rd and 4, 5 seconds on the clock. Snap is away. Tua reading the right side, throwing a fade, and Edmonds. Oh, man, I don't know what happened on the coverage there. Mike Hilton looked like he just fell over. And goodness, he got lucky on that one. He's got to be able to catch that. I don't care if you're a running back. Tua, to this point, on 7 red zone trips, had scored 7 touchdowns, and you cannot put that one on Tua. That's got to be caught. So the Bengals, quote-unquote, hold. Chaser wants a sync up, so we got 5, 4, 3. Kick is through. So we got 6:05, obviously, on the game clock. Tua just had a sip out of his Gatorade. We'll count down the play clock when we come back for the next drive. Ducati says go for it. No, I don't think you can go for it in that situation. Still too early in the game. If it was 4th and 2, I'd say yes, but 4th and 4 is a little bit too far. Espresso shot down the drain. Yeah, I don't think Jamari Sawyer will be worse than Storm Norton. It's possible, but I like Sawyer. I thought he was more of a 3rd, 4th round guy. I can't imagine he'll be anything special, but it's good to know he's at least earned that job. Yep, Studs and Duds will be next week, aiming for Friday. Really looking forward to that. I like doing it every 4 weeks. Not just, I mean, it's obviously such a big commitment for me. I can't do it every week, but I think it definitely adds some anticipation and some hype to get it every 4 weeks, because we really get to soak everything in, and especially this first quarter, it's going to be a lot to react to, so it'll be a fun one. Favorite football movie? You know, I have a little bit of a sleeper pick there. I'm going to go, is it 44? Is that what it is? The Ernie Davis movie? Is it called 44? The Express. It's called The Express. It's about Ernie Davis. That is a really good movie. Oh, Draft Day is ironically my favorite. That's the one I've watched the most. I genuinely enjoy Draft Day. It's horrible though. Like, so many things don't add up in that movie if you want to be realistic about it. But I do thoroughly enjoy Draft Day. Absolutely. Okay, we're back from the break now. I think that was such a big stop for the Bengals there. The defense is getting kind of bent over backwards. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board and patch up those zones or switch to man coverage. But for Chase Edmonds to drop that after they were getting picked apart is a big deal. And we'll see if the Dolphins defense can respond as well. It's not all about the Dolphins offense. I mean, this was a masterful drive. That was the best drive I think the Bengals have had this year. So we got a little play action. And Burrow, a little off the mark there. I don't know what happened there. If he threw that high or if Jamar Chase wasn't where he was expecting him. How many of Burrow's sacks are on the O-line versus him? From what I've seen, it seems roughly 50-50. Sometimes it's him not taking checkdowns, looking for big plays, and his O-line has definitely not been good. It's not like Wentz last week where I think you could argue all 9 of those sacks were on him. All right, 2nd and 10. Taking the check down to Joe Mixon. Oh my gosh, what a play. Mixon, for all the talk about him being hurt, he looks pretty damn fresh to me. And that's exactly why Joe Burrow needs to take those checkdowns more often, because especially when Joe Mixon is in there. Because all of a sudden, you now have 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and 10. And it opens up the playbook a little bit here. Takes a little bit of pressure off everybody. The O-line, off of Burrow, off of the receivers, the play caller. So we got 12 seconds on the game play clock. 10, 9, 8. Motion back the other way from Tyler Boyd, faking back. And Burrow. There you go, Joe Burrow, and Mixon gets the first down. This is something Joe Burrow was not doing at least the first 2 weeks, was taking those checkdowns. Was just so notable from him. Trying to do too much. There you see him scan the entire field. And that's the beauty there of being able to get it to 3rd and 1. You can come out under center, so the threat of the run is there. You can go quick game. Staying ahead of the chains. Something this Bengals team has really struggled with this year. So doing a good job of that so far. Oh, and Mixon unable to stay on his feet. Still a decent run there. And thank you for the reminder, Phil, that I can go to Prime Vision. Absolutely need to switch over to that. Let's get that flipped. Get a little all-22 look at this. Yeah, I did hear that there were some people leaking Dolphins video and that McDaniel messed with them by throwing 12 players out there, 6 wide receivers running routes. All right, we got 4 minutes flat. 3:58, 3:57. Such a good call to switch to Prime Vision. You can actually see the all-22 here, so... And I can actually bounce around a little bit now, so That was cover 3 from the Dolphins. And Burrow just missed the check down there. So we got 3rd and 8. We got 5 seconds left on the play clock. Dolphins showing blitz. They send 5. And Burrow takes the check down a little bit too early that time. So the Dolphins get a stop here, much needed. And they actually only sent 4 there. Interesting play call. I love having Prime Vision here. This is so nice. I can actually watch back what happened, but Xavier Howard put T. Higgins in a box on that 3rd down. His release was just horrible. Was Burrow trying to read T. Higgins there? Let's see. Yeah. T. Higgins was the first read on that 3rd down there, and goodness, Xavier Howard pressed him for about 3 seconds. Burrow had to look back the other way, and check down was not there. So big stop for the Dolphins, and now the Bengals defense is going to have to step it up. Will Game Pass function next year? I thought it was going to function this year, man. Jonah, what's not to say about Amon-Ra St. Brown? I mean, he's awesome. He's clearly one of the best slot guys in the league. If you say Cooper Kupp is more than a slot, I think you'd probably say Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best slot receiver in the NFL. I don't know if he'll always produce like this. Like they are funneling their offense through him. I don't know if they'll always do that. I'm not going to doubt him at this point. But I was talking about him on the Fully Inflated Football podcast this week. If you guys haven't checked out this week's episode yet, he's very Cooper Kuppian, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Just like the incredible acceleration after the catch is such a threat. And he just seems to get lost constantly from the slot. How do you get to Prime Vision? There's whether you're on the app on your TV or watching it on your desktop, if you just go to broadcasts, you should have the option to switch it to Prime Vision. Egg, you are definitely not the only one not crazy about the whiteout jerseys. I like them, but I could see why it's a little too much white for some people. I agree. I wish the helmets were orange. All right, we are back. Dolphins got 1st and 10. We're going to run the ball. And, wow, nice cutback from Raheem Mostert. Picks up about 12 yards. There is going to be a flag here, probably a holding, so it's going to make things difficult on the Dolphins. I don't know if it'll be all the way back to make it 1st and 20. It's on Tyreek Hill. Trying to get the edge there. Are the Chargers the slowest wide receiver room in the NFL? Yeah, probably. They don't really have a true speed guy. I can't think. I mean, maybe the Patriots. But no, because the Patriots got Aguilar. Aguilar's got some speed. I mean, the fastest player in the Chargers might be Gerald Everett right now. I don't know if we got a player hurt right now or what's going on. We got some sort of a delay with the game. I'm not sure what's going on. We got a streaker or something? Falcons low-key the slowest? I think Falcons is faster. Oh, that's right. The Chargers do have DeAndre Carter. He's got some speed. Falcons, I mean, it's definitely in the conversation, but Olamide Zaccheaus has got some speed. Hodge has made some plays. He's got some speed. I do like how the Bengals have a whiteout stadium. That's pretty sick. That all the fans are buying in. All right, so 1st and 16. We got 15 seconds on the play clock. Ball is snapped. They're going to fake the jet sweep and then ultimately throw it to Tyreek, who gets the edge. Is going to pick up about 7 there. Will the Pats go winless till Mac Jones comes back? I feel like Mac will probably be back next week after the Packers game. That's my guess. So yes. Okay, 2nd and 13 coming up. It's Greg Little starting at right tackle for the Dolphins. No Austin Jackson, I suppose. I don't know if that was a benching or if Austin Jackson's injured, but Austin Jackson has been horrible for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's Greg Little starting over him. So it's a long drive we got going on here. We got a timeout, commercial break coming up. Oh, let's not get crazy here, Grant. I think you'd be insane to take Tua over T-Law. Tua's playing nice, but Trevor Lawrence in year 2 looks every bit as promised as the best prospect since Andrew Luck. So let's not get too crazy here. James, I would say in the first half, I would take the timeout. In the second half, I'd probably save it. Especially when you're backed up like this. You don't want to be backed up by your own 5-yard line if you don't have to be. Tua or Hurts is a much more fascinating conversation. And they're very close right now, I think. I would lean Hurts, but I'm not entirely sure. They're very different, right? Like if you've got the setup, I think they're both in the right spots. I think in a Shanahan offense like this, Tua does provide that quick play action point guard type that's good for an offense like this. Whereas Jalen Hurts in that spread offense, like I think he's in a really good spot too. So it's hard to say. I would lean towards Jalen Hurts, but I think his arm talent's just a little bit better. I think he's a little bit better of an athlete. So I'd go Hurts, but it is surprisingly close in a good way. I mean, it was close coming into the year for a bad way, in a bad way, but now it's like in a good way, it's close. They're showing Chris Collinsworth in the booth with Roger Goodell. So 2nd and 13. I think we had pre-snap motion on every single Dolphins play so far. Tua dropping back, going deep. Gosh, what a great throw from Tua. That was Drew Breesian right there. Wow, great play. Let's get a quick look back at this. So, looked like cover 3. Actually more of a quarters defense, maybe cover 6. But just finding that hole in the zone over the... No, I think it was cover 3. And gosh, just floats it over there. That is precision at its best. Really nice throw. The Bengals have got to clean up this middle of the field defense. These linebackers are getting humiliated tonight. I was saying it in the power rankings, Jaguar, or maybe it was on the podcast this week, but the Dolphins are definitely right now in my mind like they feel like a playoff caliber team and a team that can beat anybody. So it's one of those kind of like the Bengals last year. If they get in, who knows? Okay, 2nd and 8. Play action. Covered up well this time. Tua going deep, and is that intercepted? It is. Von Bell, I have no idea what Tua was thinking on that one. He makes a great play, and then his next throw is horrible. Really bad decision by Tua. Gets time to throw on that one. It's a play-action shot. Looks like cover 2, maybe quarters, but, I mean, that was just, he was double covered. Great play by Von Bell, but can't do that. That's a that's just a terrible decision by Tua. So the Bengals take over. And Joe Mixon cuts it outside. Mixon looks good tonight, man. Good tackle by Eric Rowe. Mixon, I think, has a toe injury or something coming into this game. Bottled up that time. Christian Wilkins there, and looks like 98 is Bama, right? That's Raekwon Davis. Got his hands on him first. How accurate are PFF turnover-worthy plays? Pretty good. I mean, you might get every 15, every 20 you disagree with. There is an element of subjectivity to it. We are going to go to the second quarter, so it's a good opportunity to talk about a great question there. But you got to remember, with turnover-worthy plays, they have a standard throughout the league and are able to quickly cross-reference particular plays to compare similar decisions and similar situations so that it's at least consistent with how they mark them. But they're pretty damn good. And you point out that Jalen Hurts has 0 turnover-worthy plays this year. It's true, man. I've watched every drop back Hurts has taken so far, and he does not have a single turnover-worthy play. So PFF is right on that one. Some are worse than others. You might see a diving attempt at an interception. I know internally they have some sort of a grading scale on how bad certain turnover-worthy plays are. The public ones just show you the total, but I genuinely think it's a great metric. People complain about it, but I really think it's like one of the best things they have right now, that and big time throws. Austin Jackson is injured. Thank you for pointing that out. Who in the chat has been watching The Rings of Power? Spoiler free. I'm through, I think, 4 episodes. I'm more into the Game of Thrones right now than the Rings of Power. Both are pretty good, though. Let me just pop my phone on the charger real quick. I used to be a Breaking Bad enjoyer. Love that show. I haven't watched. It's been like 10 years since I watched it, but yeah, Breaking Bad was great. I want to remind you guys, the TFG store is open for business if you want to check out the merchandise offerings. This hoodie is like, I haven't taken it off, I think, since I got it. I also got my Franchise Champions store shirt in the mail today. I could have worn that. But yeah, this thing's great. If you want to rep the brand and support the brand. Yeah, the Teddy slides. We got to get Teddy Cam going at some point here tonight. I don't know if my PC is prepared for it. My computer's been sounding like a jet engine sometimes, so I kind of took it apart and sprayed off a bunch of dust, and everything has not been put together exactly the way it should. It's a little bit of why I was late here and why I can't get the audio to work. All right, we got 3rd and 1. Joe Burrow under pressure. Oh my gosh, Wilcox almost went the wrong way, but made a good decision there. Man, Mitchell Wilcox, I remember him at USF, undrafted pickup. Good to see him out there making plays. He felt like a player that never should have been undrafted. Didn't the Ravens originally pick him up? Good play by Burrow, just waiting on that, letting it develop. Melvin Ingram almost made the play. The Bengals in control so far. They have Devin Asiasi as well. Interesting tight end room for the Bengals. Another first down run. That one's effective. 6 yards. So we've got 1402, 1401, 14 flat, 1359 on the game clock if you want to get synced up. Jaguar, I do play fantasy football. Yep, mostly dynasty leagues. We do have a Patreon redraft league every year. I'm doing okay in that. That's always interesting because everybody drafts. Not everybody, but everybody in there has access to my draft boards, so they know who I like. It's tough to draft the players I want in those sometimes. Vic, what's up? Welcome into the stream. So another 3rd and 1. What are the Bengals going to do here? Is this 4-down territory for them as well? They got the ball probably right around mid. Oh, they're actually right at the 35. So yeah, it's probably 4-down territory. I bet they run it. And they do. Joe Mixon gets it. Really good start for the Bengals offense. We got 1st and 10. We got 12:22 on the game clock. 12 personnel. There's a little play action. Oh, Burrow missing the throw on that one. Up the seam, but a penalty. Oh, we're going to get targeting from Javon Holland, I think. Wow. Was that a cheap shot or what? I think he's trying... I think he thinks the football's going to be there. Did he lead with his helmet? I'm getting the angle now. I'm okay with that play, honestly. He's leading with his shoulder. He literally took his head away from it. I don't like that one, to be honest. That's what they want these players to do, is to remove their helmet. You can take that angle, but don't lead with your helmet. And he did a good job. I don't have a problem with that. They pick up the flag after seeing it on replay. I think you could have gone either way on that one. Yeah, he didn't unleash his inner LaMarcus Joyner on that one, that's for sure. All right, 2nd and 10, drop back. Burrow trying to escape, and he does. Oh. No one gets open, so 3rd and long coming up. Jack Bar, I am watching the Next Gen broadcast. And I'm hopping around a little bit at times to see what's going on. So if I'm out of sync with you guys. Okay, 3rd and 5. Pressure. Burrow escapes. He's going to run it. Spinning. Stopped short. It's going to be 4th and short for the Bengals. Do they go for it? I could go either way on this one, but I think I'd put the pedal down and go for it here. It looks like that's what they're going to do. Zach Taylor's got the play sheet in his hand, calling plays. I think that's normal, right? Can't remember if him or Callahan calls plays. Next Gen Stats shows the 4th down decision guide. I like it. They go with the toss. Mixon. No. Oh, I don't know if I agree with the toss into that pre-snap front. The Dolphins had, if you look, they have 3. This was a big complaint I had. Now they did motion the tight end over, but all that did was key off the pitch. I don't like that play call. It's pretty sad. Dolphins were all over that. Sealer sets the edge on it, and then 4 Dolphins defenders there. That's more of the same from my Zach Taylor rant, right? Their run game just does not only does it not have any creativity, like that was a pretty obvious toss, but like they just didn't have numbers there. They don't understand hat on hat game theory, really, is what it comes down to. Running the ball in football is all about numbers, and the Bengals really struggle to understand those numbers. Ixies, that's a good question. One I could ultimately write a whole book about. But basically, I have a grading scale that I'm sure you've seen. And the grade that the player ultimately gets, well, actually what happens is they get plugged into the spreadsheet so I can see the positional rankings. And the draft value is often just a reflection of how they stack up around the league, right? Like, if it's a thinner class, someone might get a first-round grade, but that's why the number grade comes in handy. And that number grade is just based off of my evaluation of the player. But that is a question that could spend a whole book writing about. I love it. The Dolphins come out and basically fake the exact same play. They fake the toss on the first play with the same pre-snap motion, but they end up throwing it on the backside, but there was a miscommunication. Not sure what the penalty is going to be here. For sure, Evan, for sure. So is this a legal man downfield on that one? Okay. David, I have no idea. I don't really get to the class, especially for like safeties. I don't get till after the field. I have minor thoughts on these quarterbacks. I mean, I haven't even gotten around to watching Will Levy's play yet, so I'm fully consumed with the NFL until we get to draft season. So I don't have any opinions on the draft class quite yet. All right, so we got second down and long coming up. Second and 11. Let's see what McDaniels. This is always a tough. I feel like second and long is the hardest for a play caller. Do you go conservative to set up third and short? Do you take a shot to try and pick it up? It's always a tough down and distance to call. They go play action, and wide open over the middle of the field again is Tyreek Hill off of play action. I cannot believe how awful these middle of the field zones have been. So let's go back to the footage on that one. That was cover 3. Hang on, let me rewatch it one more time. Might have actually been quarters. Oh, it was a cover 2. It was a late rotation into cover 2 in the middle of the field. That's the second time the middle of the field is opened wide up on cover 2. And I'm with you, David. Play action shots on second and long are a good play call, and that is what Mike McDaniel did on that last second down. But we've got another second and medium coming up after they go run. Second and 9. Late rotation from the Bengals into cover 3. But the Dolphins just go and screen that time. So we're going to get third and short. We got 8:22, 8:20, 8:18 on the game clock. Big play here for the Dolphins. Midfield. They would be punting if they don't get this. Looks like man coverage, and it is. Tua going deep, and there is a penalty. Looked like a pretty good throw. And that was Chidobe Awuzie and press man on Tyreek Hill, and he got beat. I'm going to watch this one more time. And just an unnecessary shove by Awuzie. He actually was in pretty good position. But he grabs him unnecessarily instead of turning around. Yeah. Just turn around for the football. yes, I still see Shanahan as a top 5 coach. So we're back in action. 1st and 10. We got 10 seconds on the play clock. Waddle in motion. And play action. Oh! Bang, bang play over the middle of the field. The Bengals have made the adjustment we talked about, going to more man-to-man coverage. That seems to be their answer to these zones getting squishy. And that time, Waddle beat number 21, it was Mike Hilton. And the throw was right there. Waddle just unable to catch it with Jesse Bates reacting quickly. So that brings us to 2nd and 10. Good coverage over the middle there. That was... Is that Akeem Davis-Gaither? Logan Wilson? I think it's Logan Wilson. I love being able to rewind back. So that was... No, I think that's Akeem Davis-Gaither in the coverage there. 59 for the Bengals. Let's see. Let's pull up the depth chart. But 3rd and 10 here. Tua flush from the pocket. Stands in there and heaves it deep down the field. I am not so sure about that one. 59, by the way, is Akeem Davis-Gaither. Really nice pass break up there. We have not seen much from Gaither in his young Bengals career, but good to see him get out there and utilized well. So I'm rewatching that 3rd down just now. It was quarters coverage from the Bengals and just nowhere to go with for Tua. Good pressure by Trey Hendrickson. And yeah, just good defense. Good communication on the back end by the Bengals. Oh, the kick is... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Sorry if I freaked you out. So we got a commercial break. It is pretty crazy, Thalmos, that Washington had all those guys. They had Kyle Shanahan, they had McVay, they had Matt LaFleur, they had Mike McDaniel, and they didn't end up keeping any of them. That's a great point. I might have to roast them for that on the pod this week. Who's the best defensive coordinator in the league? Great intermission question. It's still Bill Belichick. It is still Bill Belichick. If you gave any defense the Patriots roster, I genuinely think that would be a bottom 5 defense in the league. Their roster is not talented. They have no corners right now. Their safeties are old. Their pass rush is like Christian Barmore and Dietrich Wise. Like, they don't have a good pass rush. And the Patriots still probably put together the best defensive game plan against this Dolphins team. It won them a game against the Steelers. Like, Vic, I do think Todd Bowles is certainly in the mix. Todd Bowles is excellent. I think Eberflus, if Eberflus does a good job over the next couple of years, even right away, he's done a good job. I still think Eberflus is phenomenal. Thoughts on Joe Lombardi? Definitely selling my Joe Lombardi stock. I'll say that much. I think I don't necessarily think his scheme is terrible, but I do think he lacks a little bit of creativity and doesn't do the best job of making things easier on Herbert. I think that offense is so dependent on, D'Amico Ryans definitely deserves a shout out in that conversation. Not Jonathan Gannon. No, I do like what Gannon's done, but not calling him the best defensive coordinator in the league after what he did last year. We really got to watch the Mike McDaniel to phone call again. All right, 1st and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap. Little quick game from the Bengals. More Joe Mixon. Mixon has had a busy night. I like it. Got to give a shout out to Joe Barry for best DC. Hey, I thought he at least, I like that he started blitzing Quay Walker this week. I will say that. All right, 2nd and 5. A little bit of an overthrow from Burrow on that one. I felt like that was there. Tyler Boyd. Although Jerome Baker showed up late, so maybe he was just being conservative with that throw. More play action from the Bengals here tonight. I like that. If you're going to have a predictable run game, you might as well use play action more. So we got 3rd down. Come on, Burrow. Looks like the Dolphins are going cover 1 across the board here. They do. Hat on a hat. Oh, Burrow. Had, I thought. Did Higgins catch that? No. Just good coverage really across the board there. I would have gone to T. Higgins on the outside, though. Or, sorry, that was Tyler Boyd. You had Tyler Boyd on the rookie, undrafted free agent, working on the outside. I don't understand why. I find it strange sometimes the way Cincinnati uses T. Higgins as a slot receiver. Like, you're running a simple out and up against man coverage on the outside. Don't you want T. Higgins on the outside running a go ball, and you want Boyd running the out route? Because T. Higgins just got bodied by Xavier Howard for the 2nd time this game. Also fascinating, for those that listen to the Fully Inflated Football podcast this week, I beg the question. Wait. I might be entirely wrong here. Hold on. Okay, I'm watching the wrong play. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm assuming we're in a commercial break, by the way. We are. I'm going back to that 3rd down here. I love being able to skip around here with Amazon Prime. It's clutch. Okay, I'm rewatching this now. So, yeah, you've got Jamar Chase on the outside with Keon Crossan. You got Tyler Boyd on the outside with the rookie that we were talking about earlier. Name is Cater Coho. And then you got Xavier Howard pressed up on Higgins in the slot. So I was begging the question on the podcast this week, the Fully Inflated Football podcast, of is T. Higgins the number 1 wide receiver for the Bengals? And the Dolphins certainly think so here. They're respecting Higgins in the slot here by having Xavier Howard follow him into the slot. But just interesting, like, for one, this play design just sucks. You have no crossers on this play. No crossers and no like actual routes that would shake man coverage. You know the Dolphins like to go man coverage in third and long situations. But you've got T. Higgins in the slot running an out route. He gets bodied by Xavier Howard. Tyler Boyd running a go ball on the outside, and then Jamar Chase kind of gets bodied up by Keon Crossan on the back end as well. But yeah, just I don't like the play design. I don't like the usage of these players. Also, what happened on that punt? Short punt. Oh, God. That punt bounced 20 yards backwards. What a horrible punt. All right, anyway. Just more suspect play calling by Zach Taylor in this game. It's just so frustrating. Especially in a game like this. Oh, my God. Tua chucking it deep. Oh, Jesse Bates almost had that. That'll go down as unless that was a free play. That had to be a free play, right? No. Tua was just putting it up there. Under pressure, he just throws a duck. He's lucky that wasn't intercepted. Are they going to get a roughing the passer, though? I think they are. Wow. Joseph Asai. Yeah, that'll be the second turnover-worthy play. Oh, geez, Tua's legs got twisted up there. That's an unfortunate penalty. Asai was falling to the ground. Yeah, that'll be the second turnover-worthy play of the night for Tua. Also, is Robert Hunt playing left tackle now? That's something to monitor. No. I don't know what that was. It must have been a weird, like, pre-snap formation because he's back at right guard. All right, a little run. Gives a second and medium. I think what happened was Hunt was probably a play action power where he's booting and then dropping into pass protection off the boot. It's probably what that was. Okay, 2nd and 7. Tua under pressure and gets taken down. Oh, man, he gets slung to the ground hard. Oh, man. Oh, man, Tua. What is happening?
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
I don't like this. This is kind of scary. All the talk this week about the back of his head, right where he hit last week. All the talk this week was basically everybody knows Tua played through a concussion last week. And they're getting investigated for concussion protocol. I don't like this at all. Like, it's just... I feel like the worst things happen, I think, when I just feel gross right now. Like, I'm holding back from being too critical of the Dolphins right now, but I mean, we all kind of knew it last week. But I feel like the worst things happen when a player plays concussed. That's why there's a protocol. It's why they sit out. A short week, like, a lot of questions about should he been put in last week, and if it was a concussion last week, it's a short week. He wouldn't be playing here on Thursday Night Football with a concussion. It's just scary stuff, man. And if the Dolphins botch this, if If the investigation finds that he should not have come back into that game, I mean, they already got slammed for tampering. I don't know what they would do to the Dolphins. I really don't know. They don't have a first-round pick to take away from them. He's still down. This is like really serious. I think I need to tweet you guys. Getting him on the stretcher, like, fuck, dude. I don't even know what you do. To the Dolphins if... God, what a buzzkill. Yeah, I mean, malpractice is putting that lightly. People need to lose their jobs. I know that's extreme, but we all saw it last week, right? And we all kind of, you don't want to make assumptions. You don't want to overreact or be wrong and say, but like the dude got concussed last week. And I think the Dolphins, who are clearly not the most, let's just say clean-cut organization. Man. Short week. Rushed back in last week. I mean... It's just kind of disgusting. Sorry, I'm just putting another tweet back together. I mean, I can't remember a situation, because this is more than just a freak incident, right? Where a guy's neck lands in a weird way, or a guy, like, helmet to helmet, you get a scary situation. This was like potentially some sort of borderline criminal decision that was made that put him in a life-threatening situation. Like, we know that it's just I just hope he's okay. This is going to be a developing situation for sure. I mean, it can't be a coincidence. Cannot be a coincidence. Because that wasn't... The hit he just took right there was not that bad. Like, I don't think that was a concussion-causing hit to the ground. I think there was obviously something there that was not treated. All right, let's try and watch football, I guess. I've never been in a situation like this. I don't know. Did they get him offsides there? Like, I don't feel comfortable, like, reacting to this game right now. I'm just, like, shook. I just want to know what the hell is going on with Tua. Actually, pretty decent throw from Teddy right there. Almost got the first. We'll see what they... 4th and 1, they're going to kick the field goal, get the lead. Big opportunity for Teddy Bridgewater if we want to stick with a football perspective. I don't know. Oh, Bengals blocked that. Bengals are going to take over at midfield. God, it just continues to hurt. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make any sweeping conclusions, but that could be... Just hope Tua is okay, but this is a big opportunity for Teddy Bridgewater if you want something good to come of it, I guess. Just gonna check in with the wife real quick. Oh, my phone's not been charging. So we got a run on first down. Sorry, guys. I'm with you. Just entirely shook from this Tua situation. It's really hard to kind of focus back to football here. But let's obviously keep Tua in our minds, and let's try and assess what's going on here on the football field. I think everybody's a little shook right now. We'll especially see how the Dolphins respond. But we got a third down coming up for the Bengals. Bengals got to keep their foot on the pedal. Third and 11. Jamar Chase just one catch tonight. More man coverage. Burrow going deep. And T. Higgins got it. I thought that was deflected. Hard to tell with the all-22 footage with the half screen from the Amazon Prime view. But diving D-back. Was that Xavier Howard again? Let's see. It was Xavier Howard on T. Higgins, and Howard has gotten Higgins a couple times this game, but they go back to him there, and Higgins beats him this time. And this is, you guys, let's go back. I mean, holy shit, this is pretty crazy, actually. Let's go back to, if you were with me on that last third down that I was talking about, where they had Higgins, if you remember, they had Higgins in the slot. I was wondering why they were having him in the slot running an out route with Tyler Boyd on the outside running a go ball. Well, this time they put T. Higgins on the outside. He's the one running a go ball, and he goes and does that. That's exactly why I criticize Zach Taylor. Like, good job doing it this time, but why? Where was that the last drive, right? You got one-on-one with a great receiver. Just let him go make a play, and that's what they do. So T. Higgins continues to be the focal point of the Bengals passing game, by the way. I mean, Jamar Chase has been borderline disappointing to this point. I'm just like checking Twitter to see if anything is out on Tua. So Teddy Bridgewater opening up the drive. Bridgewater, a very capable backup, and we know that this offense is in, I guess I can't say in good hands, but it's handled well around him, so no reason Bridgewater can't lead an effective offense for this Dolphins team. Has a lot of similar traits to Tua, so Teddy Bridgewater is a Miami guy. I'm just looking for optimism here. Of course, pretty much anything that comes out of my mouth for the course of this stream can be responded to by saying, how can you talk about football with what happened to Tua? But I think we all want to be here. We all want to enjoy this game. So I'm just going to, pray that Tua's okay and keep talking about the game here. But, back-to-back runs. We got a flag a little after the play scuffle here. I don't remember the Dolphins going back-to-back runs one time this season with Tua, and they just did. So clearly a lack of not as much faith in Tua, in Teddy. I mean, just if I'm McDaniel, just call the game as if Tua's still in there. I mean, don't change what you're doing. That's the best thing that this team has going for them this season. An unnecessary roughness is going to extend the drive. I didn't really see what happened there. Zach Taylor clearly not a fan of that one. Yeah, thanks, Connor. Exactly. All right, we got the 2-minute warning. I am just genuinely curious what happens, obviously, to Tua, but with the Dolphins. Just organizational malpractice. You got Roger Goodell in the house, too. It's pretty insane, too, that we're talking about a team that already doesn't have a first-round pick because the organization got... I'm just going to compose a tweet out of that. And then I'll put Twitter away and interact with you guys here, but... I said it's even more crazy, or what's even more crazy, what's maybe even more crazy is we're talking about an organization that already can't be fined their first round pick because they already have been fined for another slimy thing they did. Oh wow! Someone, Cody, on Twitter just pointed out that they have the Niners first round pick, so they can be fined a first rounder. Jeez. That'd be pretty crazy if the first round of the draft was only 30 picks because the Dolphins were just scumbags. All right, out the gate, Teddy Bridgewater comes out, completes a slant to Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins offense is moving. That'd be pretty crazy if, for all the talk about Mike McDaniel being basically the engine that's driving this offense, what if he gets suspended like for the season or something? I am just so curious about this entire situation. Probably the biggest storyline that's happened so far during the season. All right, so we got play action. McDaniel getting back to what he does well. God, I'm going to do that a lot tonight. Teddy on the move. I think in honor of Bridgewater, we got to get the Teddy cam up for the second half. Got to make sure my camera's plugged in. All right, second and long. Play action boot. Tyreek Hill takes the check down, and Bridgewater's putting together a nice little drive here. Hitting the flat, Raheem Mostert. So we have now second and short. It is 35 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time for the Dolphins to try and get this into the end zone and potentially. Yeah, we'd see if they. We'd have to see if they go for two or not, but. Would be definitely a nice vibe to take into the locker room here after the Tua situation to put together a scoring drive and have a tie game at half. We're going to have looks like the flag on the back side of the field. Do we have 12 men on defense here? What's the penalty? Delay of game. They didn't get the snap off. Come on, Tua. Or Teddy. Jeez. Gonna need a timer on that, or a ticker on that, how many times I do that. Mike Chase in the house. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
I don't even know if my sound bites are working. Mostert up the middle. I mean, it feels like they're not doing the same stuff that they did with Tua in there. A lot more running with Teddy in there. I feel like you owe it to yourself to at least see if he can handle all the same stuff. Clock's running. It's like all of a sudden McDaniel's not as crisp of a play caller all of a sudden. It's a lot of time to let run after running the ball. Teddy flushed. What a play from Teddy Bridgewater. What a play. Gets out of the pocket. Cam Sample had a pressure on that one, but yeah, Bridgewater, nice throw to the sideline. That's Trent Sherfield with another catch. He's distressed. Yeah, that's a good point. I shouldn't be too hard on him. McDaniel's a little shook. Oh, that was interesting, though. That was interesting. Chase Edmonds. Wow, Chase Edmonds. Off the shovel pass. It looked like a broken play. It wasn't. That was the design, but geez, the way Teddy's reacting, it's almost like he thought it was broken. So, pretty safe to say we're going to have an interesting second half here after a nice drive from Teddy there. They are going to kick the extra point. Oh, he missed it! No! You might as well have gone for it. Oh, no. So the Dolphins would have the lead right now if they just made their kicks. It'd be 16-14. But definitely a lot going on here. Fun first half. What do we want to do? What do we want to do for halftime? Any weird internet things we can do? I'm cool with kicking it there. It's still so early in the game. Tying it in the first half doesn't really do anything for you. You know there's going to be more points scored. Yeah, we do need to make sure the Teddy Cam is ready to go in honor of Bridgewater. Let me plug that in right now. I'm just assuming that the Bengals are going to knee this out, take the lead into the half. All right, camera is plugged in. I'm just going to keep taking this opportunity to run to the bathroom, maybe grab a little spotted cow. We do have Super Chat, though, from It's Your Boy. Why do people think the Bengals are playing dirty? If people think that, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't think the Bengals are playing dirty. Especially in the Tua hit. I didn't think it was a dirty hit at all. All right. Yeah, just give me 1 second, you guys, to just take a leak. I'm going to grab a beer. I will, what I should really do is just make sure we got the Teddy Cam in place, and then I think what I'll do is organize my thoughts on the Tua play situation. Kind of talk about that one more time. And that way, anybody that comes in for the second half that wants to know my thoughts on it, we can just direct them to halftime. So just give me like 60 seconds here, guys. Teddy. Come here, bud. Hi. Come here. Whoa. Well, we got to get our Teddy in here. Hey, bud. You want to go on the cam? Mm-hmm. You can sit on my lap for a second. The beauty of getting stuck in Wisconsin on your way home from Chicago is you can pick up a case of probably the best beer, at least the best easy sipping beer on the market. New Glarus Spotted Cow. We were at a wedding in Wisconsin, and within the first 30 minutes of cocktail hour, everybody had a New Glarus in their hand, and they ran out of Spotted Cow. All right, we're gonna put the Teddy Cam up in honor of Mr. Bridgewater. I think I need to. There we go. Here, buddy. You want to go put in the camera? You want to get on the camera? You're a good boy. Oh, he is snuggly right now. Here you go, bud. Here, look at the camera. Good boy. Oh, how dare you say Spotted Cow is aggressively average. All right, let's talk about the situation here. We all saw what happened last week, or at least most of us did. Tua, first half, gets slammed to the ground, back of his head, he gets up and immediately loses his balance. He stumbles to the ground, which is like oldest tell in the book of that guy's concussed. If nothing else, he shouldn't come back in the game. Because if you can't walk straight, you probably shouldn't be playing in the NFL. And I said it on the Fully Inflated Football podcast that it was a little sus. It was a little sussy that he came back in that game. And I didn't really talk too much about it because I wasn't there. I don't have the information. I don't know what happened. But now what we know is that this is a very serious situation. Tua, I think, almost inarguably got a concussion last Sunday. Based on what we know now, the probability of it being a back injury like the Dolphins leaked to me, it seems incredibly unlikely. So he ends up coming back in the game, and because he passed the protocol, and there was, I want to reference Marcellus Wiley, I think it was talking about this. He said that, he had a concussion when he was playing. He passed the test, though. He passed the protocol. He was able to answer how many fingers are you holding up, whatever the test is. He passed it, went back in the game and played. When he was driving home after the game, he couldn't find his house. He drove past his house and ultimately had a concussion. So the passing the test isn't a true tell 100% thing. So fast forward, short week, because he did pass the test, he is not, sorry, it was Emmanuel Acho. Thank you, Evan. It was not Marcellus Wiley. But because he's not in the concussion protocol, he plays tonight. If he was concussed on Sunday, he would not be playing here on Thursday Night Football. There was a process in place that he needs to pass and show that he does not have a concussion. So he doesn't go through that process because of what happened on Sunday. And he comes out, plays the game, takes a very soft hit to the back of his head, the exact part of the helmet that he got the concussion from last Sunday. And I'm going to say that. I feel very confident saying this is malpractice at this point. And he was concussed last Sunday. The hit that he took here tonight was not a hit that would typically cause a concussion. The brunt, I would need to rewatch it, but his head barely hit the ground, but it did. It did hit the ground, and he goes limp. His fingers get curled up, which is at least what the chat was saying. That is a concussion thing. I don't know how accurate you guys are. I doubt we got doctors in the chat, but I mean, man, this is scary stuff for a variety of reasons. Obviously for Tua, who is free of blame in this situation. He's just doing what he's told. You just pray that Tua is going to be okay, that not only that he, restores functionality and can get back to speed, but that this doesn't have CTE lifelong implications. Because, again, I'm no doctor, but from my understanding, the worst type of damage that will happen to your brain is when you play concussed. He played concussed last week. Who knows how many hits he took? I didn't notice any. But he comes out and plays tonight and takes another concussion that's probably 2 and 4 days. That is a very serious deal. You obviously pray Tua is going to be okay. But this has very, very serious implications for the Dolphins as an organization. They are already under investigation because it was so suspicious last week why he came into the game. And then this happens. There could be some very serious penalties coming towards the Dolphins, who already had a first-round pick taken away from them for tampering. They do have another first-round pick from the Niners that I wouldn't be stunned if they lose that too. You could see a suspension for Mike McDaniel, which would be huge for this team. There's just so many implications, so many storylines. I don't have all the information right now. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is serious. This is, I think, the biggest storyline of the year so far. It doesn't sit right with me. We have another second half to analyze here, and we're going to continue watching football here and try to enjoy the game with Tua in our thoughts. But just crazy stuff, man. Just crazy stuff happening here tonight. So probably going to have to clip that. Just post that in the morning. God, this beer is good. Shout out to Wisconsin. Hey, Teddy. Do you want a treat? You're being a good boy right now. Let's get Teddy a treat before the second half starts here. Should be back in action here pretty soon. You want a treat, Teddy? Being a very good boy. Vic, I don't want to rip someone else's content, but it's halftime. If you want to post the clip, others can go watch it. I don't know if I'm comfortable taking content from another passionate creator like myself and ripping it, not without permission at least. But feel free to post the link so people can check it out before the second half comes back. I think we'll be back in action when the commercial break comes back. Here you go, bud. That's a good boy. Good opportunity as well to remind you guys the official store of That Franchise Guy is open for business. Here's the link. It's ThatFranchiseStore.com. We got hoodies, shirts, Teddy slides if you want to take this little cutester with you. If nothing else, go check out the website. We got some fun offerings up there. But you can rep the brand, support the brand over there. Got some fun concepts for stuff as well. I need to hire someone to put together a jack of all trades, master of none graphic. It's one of my keynote sayings. I want to get a funny shirt that has, some kind of a play on that. Someone more artistically capable than myself. But I want to get a shirt like that. I also have a concept for it's a Kyler Murray shirt where it's a Star Wars reference. Size matters not. And it's basically Kyler Murray with Yoda ears sticking out of his helmet is another concept I have. So I need to find someone that is capable of creating those images. But that's just a sample of some stuff we got on the horizon there. We're underway. Yeah, Vic, I figured you'd like that Kyler shirt. Okay, Dolphins getting the ball to start the second half. Buffalo, we are drinking Wisconsin's flagship beer, New Glarus Spotted Cow. Picked up a case on the way back from Chicago this week. Oh, what a play off the edge. Mike Hilton setting the edge from the slot. Yeah, Kyler doing his meditation thing. I mean, that'd be perfect. Really nice play from Mike Hilton coming down on that. I've certainly noticed the Dolphins are going more run heavy than they were doing. McDaniel needs to just stick with what's been working. Tua can execute this. God, I'm going to do that all night. Teddy can execute this offense. but a false start is going to back him up. I really need the backing up truck soundbite for the soundboard. Teddy's watching the game. Is that Teddy out there? Okay, 2nd and 15, 2 seconds. Snap the ball. Oh gosh, Teddy throwing a duck out there. Really poorly played by Eli Apple there. God, that was an awful throw, awful decision. What was that? Shame on Eli Apple for not catching that cue, like the Madden or NCAA football comment of, and that's why he plays on the defense. Oh, he was close. He was close. But yeah, that was horrible ball control from Eli Apple. He's laughing now, but that was a big play that he missed the opportunity. All right, Vic, don't go banning anybody, but I agree. Put him in timeout. So, pretty ugly start. I don't know. I feel like on that touchdown drive, they were doing the McDaniel stuff, the pre-snap motion and attack in the middle of the field. But I feel like they've gotten away from what they've done so well with Tua so far. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but the play calling has felt different ever since Tua left the game. I think just stick with what's been working. Because putting Teddy in these traditional dropback situations and attacking the outside of the field is not where this offense is going to thrive. No, I can't remember an injury that felt like the Tua injury, because this just has a disgusting feel about it. I mean, Shazier was obviously terrible, but this just felt different because it felt like it should have been avoided. It felt like it was a mishandled situation. Shazier was just a tragic injury along with Parham last year. So the Bengals are going to be taking back the football. Need the pace to pick up here a little bit. I almost feel like I need to take down my my Tua post from today. Just feels, everything about this just feels awful. Look at the camera, buddy. All right, here we go. Little pre-snap motion, play action. And a check down. We're going to have 2nd and 1 coming up. Bengals kicking off their drive with a good start. Can the Bengals get Jamar Chase going in the second half here? They've just not really looked his way. I wouldn't be surprised if they draw up a shot for Jamar Chase. Sometime soon here, just to get him going. 2nd and 2, though. We got 8 seconds on the play clock. Mixon carries, tackled right around the line of scrimmage. Should be a first down. All right, so we're at 12:25, 12:23 if you want to get synced up with where we're at. 1st and 10. Bengals looking to make this a 2-score game. And another mediocre run into a brick wall to start the chains. Still just underwhelmed by the Bengals play calling tonight. It hasn't been, I would say, atrocious, but certainly not anything notably good. Opening drive was nice, but ever since then, it's been kind of more of the same, in my opinion. That 4th down was gross. But 2nd and 6, 11 personnel out there. And they flip the check down, and Mixon gets swarmed immediately. Oh, Burrow had Jamar Chase on that one, too. I don't know why Burrow has stopped looking at Jamar Chase. It's a pretty clear press man, cover 1. Pre-snap look. You have Jamar Chase on Nick Needham. I don't know why he's not looking his way more. It's very interesting to me. Just kind of goes straight to the check down on that one. But on 3rd and 7, Burrow gets sacked. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what that is. Jamar Chase was wide open. They got to look at Jamar Chase out there. Those back-to-back plays, Jamar Chase got open. Now, there was pressure on that play. Cordell Volson, who I still don't fully understand why he's starting at left guard, but he got just destroyed on that. And was holding. Jalen Phillips with the pressure. 1st-round pick from last year. Oh, the Bengals. So much potential with this offense. I don't get why they have to make it so hard on themselves. You got the Dolphins are out there with a corner down. You have these 3 receivers. I don't get why they aren't able to attack these guys. Because they're getting open. We got another commercial break. This game is slowing down big time. I just had a thought, and it just flew away from my mind. Something about the Tua situation. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Maybe it's the beer. I don't know. Too many commercials. Too many commercials. Let's get this game going. Hey, Teddy. You want to sit on my lap? You've done a good job on the Teddy cam. You've done some good work. Come here, bud. Here. Come here. Come here, bud. Aye. So I want to see McDaniel come out and stick with the play calling that has gotten them this far. Teddy sniffing the microphone is adorable. Let's get some action here. Dolphins taking over on their 14-yard line. We got 17 seconds on the game play clock. 14 seconds, snap. And another first down run. I am just saying this offense feels like it has done the opposite of evolved with Teddy in here. And I don't quite understand it. I guess it's possible McDaniels shook or they used up all their good plays in the first half, but what happened to the play action, the attack in the middle of the field, the screens, the fun stuff? We just haven't seen that. Another run. I legit, Dolphins fans, if you're in the chat, have you seen back-to-back runs once this year? At least in the same set of downs? I genuinely, having watched through the Dolphins, I don't think I've seen back-to-back runs that weren't first down runs from this team, and we've now seen it twice since Tua went down. I really think McDaniel's in his head right now. I'm genuinely curious, because it was something I thought about earlier in this game. I was like, I don't think we've seen back-to-back runs. We got 3rd and 4. Tua hits the check down, and no. Good play by Mike Hilton to come down. And make the stop. This Dolphins offense has just stalled entirely, and I really don't really put this on Tua so far. I really think the play calling has taken a step back. Now, did I say Tua again? Watching that play back, Teddy did throw that a little high. Gesicki had to leap for it. But we're going to get another commercial break. This game is stalling. You guys, I can't help it. Their names are too close. I'm doing my best. All right, at least it was a short commercial break. Okay, 1st and 10. We got 18 seconds in the snap. Geez, T. Higgins is just beasting. He wins on a slant there. Looks like more man-to-man coverage. The Dolphins are not backing down. And I just don't get why Joe keeps going at Xavier Howard. I mean, it works there. T. Higgins makes a great play. Crossan's done a really good job on Jamar Chase in this game, but That throw is actually a little bit behind on the slant, and Higgins plucks it. So we got 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap. Little toss to Joe Mixon. Jerome Baker makes a nice tackle on the play. Yeah, Green Bay could have had T. Higgins. You know who they also could have had? Devin Lloyd, who looks substantially better than Quay Walker. Surprise, surprise. The best linebacker in the class looks like he's better than the 6th best linebacker in the class. Who would have thought? Frickin' Gutekunst. Okay, 2nd and 6. Empty formation. Good pre-snap motion to determine that it's man coverage. Here's the Jamar Chase shot. And Burrow just underthrows it. All around a good play there. Could have actually been a miscommunication there. Burrow was trying to go back shoulder. Jamar did react, but if they just throw the go ball there, that's maybe a touchdown. Javon Holland, a good reactionary play there. But like I said, we're going to see a Jamar Chase shot coming soon, and we got it, but they didn't execute. So that one was actually a good play call and bad execution by Burrow and Chase. So 3rd and 6. And just missing. Going to Chris Evans there. This is just fascinating. I don't get why they stopped. Like, they are getting cover 1 every single snap, you guys. So you have, obviously, they're shadowing T. Higgins with Xavier Howard, which is fascinating to me after we made the point on the podcast this week that T. Higgins might be better than Jamar Chase. The Dolphins clearly think so. But it's just so fascinating to me. They are getting cover 1 every single time. The Dolphins aren't even trying to disguise this. And you've got Jamar Chase on Keon Crossan, and you have Tyler Boyd on a rookie, Cater Coho, who I've had to look up his name 4 times on this stream, and they're not going to those guys. Just play the matchups. Why are you overthinking it so much? It's just hard to watch. And there's no like in-breaking routes. It's all to the sidelines. I just don't get it. This offense has so much potential, and there's just so many issues with the play calling. Sorry, I'm just composing a tweet about how frustrating this offense is to watch. This is like literally Mike McCarthy 2.0 in Cincinnati right now. We need some life in this game. This is moving way too slow. Too many 3-and-outs. Too many commercials. Play calling's getting questionable. Another first down run. An effective one. Okay, 2nd and 5. We're at 10 seconds on the play clock. Pre-snap motion. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Play action, attack the middle of the field. The Bengals haven't been able to defend from it. Teddy looked more than comfortable running that. Under pressure. Nice throw. That was Sherfield again. I mean, the Bengals linebackers are really struggling tonight. There's play action. Teddy going deep. And Tyreek. Oh my gosh. There's some excitement. Whoa. That was all Tyreek Hill. The throw was fine. It was a decent decision. They got the one-on-one look they wanted. The throw was catchable. Teddy can only throw that so far. That was about as good as he could have done. And, God, Tyreek is incredible. Absolutely incredible. If the Bengals lose this game because of Zach Taylor's play calling, I'm going to have a fit. Do you have to go outside? Do you have to go potty? I'm just going to hold you right here for a minute, and then I'll let you out. Let's see what happens on this drive. Next commercial, we'll let you out, bud. I mean, Bridgewater put everything he had into that. Pretty wild. It was like a Madden play. Another run. That's three times now since Tua went out that they've gone run on 1st and 2nd down, and I hate it. This is the opposite of what has made McDaniel so good by staying aggressive on early downs and getting these guys going with creative play calls. But let's see what Teddy can do on 3rd and goal. Tyreek Hill in the backfield. Bridgewater running around. Oh, that was actually a pretty decent look. Pretty decent look down there, but you got to think they're going to kick this. Definitely should have been holding on the left tackle there on Trey Hendrickson. But Jesse Bates, good reactionary play, gets over, breaks that up. That's why Jesse Bates is safety 1 right there. Heck of a play. All right, Teddy, you want to go outside? Come on. Can the Dolphins kick a field goal? Now I'm fascinated to see Zach Taylor wake the fuck up, because this play calling, I'm getting sick of it. There's no reason. You want to go outside, bud? Go on. Go outside. Hey. You have to go potty? Go. Dog is stalling. 1 second. Get out there. Go. There's no reason the Bengals shouldn't be in control of this game. Someone on Twitter, Sam, I don't know if you're in the chat, but this is a great tweet. Zach is a more handsome Mike McCarthy. Very accurate. So we got Colts Broncos next Thursday. Should be a good one as far as Thursday night matchups go. All right, Bengals go play action out the gate. We do have a flag on the play. Good throw and catch by Hurst and Burrow. But holding on Lyle Collins, so bring it back. Bengals are struggling to get anything going right now. All right, snap. Burrow hits it down to Higgins. Going to get a good 9 yards back on that one. Good play on first and long. Yeah, it's true. The Broncos have been a snooze. I think maybe by next Thursday they'll pick some things up. We'll see. Too much talent on that offense not to click in a little bit. They've been easy to pile on, but it's still a brand new coaching staff, new quarterback, new receivers. It wasn't going to fall into place immediately. Okay, 2nd and 11 run into a brick fucking wall. I'm getting so annoyed. So let's see. We're probably going to get pressure from Miami. Like, I'm not even a coach. I've never coached in my life, but just thinking this through a little bit, like you know what the Dolphins do. They're probably going to send 5 or 6. You're basically going to end up with one-on-one across the board. Pre-snap is dictating that. You got Jamar Chase with off coverage on Keon Cross and just throw it out. You're throwing a screen? Oh, they go pass. They go with a trick play. I mean, it worked, but like, dude, why do you need to go to trick plays? That should have been as simple as running a deep out to Jamar Chase. I mean, I guess I can't criticize that it worked, but what if it didn't? All right, they got some momentum. Don't run it into a brick wall on first down challenge. Let's see what Zach Taylor does. Oh, play action. They go slant on the backside. Burrow can't get it to Chase, so he gives it to Boyd to give it to Chase. True. Wow, that's the end of the third quarter. That went surprisingly fast. So fourth quarter coming up. See if the dog's ready to come in. He's not. So I will actually, you guys, be streaming on Twitch right after the game. I have a TFGO League game. If you want to keep the night going. If anybody isn't following me on Twitch and enjoys my streaming. Whoops, that's not it. Hold on. Let's just get the whole link. Last I've heard on Tua is that he's moving around. I don't know how true that is. I think Jair will be okay. I mean, he's already questionable to play this week. I think they sit him, though. All right, is the dog ready to come in yet? Hey, buddy. Come on in. Gonna get a good fourth quarter of action here? I might just delete the Tua video. I don't know. It was just a clip from the podcast today. It just doesn't feel right to leave it up. It's not like it was performing well. It was my least well performing video. Oh man, Xavier Howard's hurt now? Jeez. Yeah, for whatever reason, that Tua video was like the least successful video I've posted in months. Oh, Burrow. Yes. Great play design. There you go. I mean, you're getting one-on-one down the field. Take advantage of it. Xavier Howard's out of the game. There you go. I mean, at least it was a positive video about. It was a pretty good throw from Burrow there. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. That's an undrafted rookie corner that's been out there every play, and they've barely tested him. You know how many times Tom Brady would be targeting that Kano guy? If Brady was playing in this game, Kano or Kono or whatever his name is, Koho would have 10 targets in this game. Yeah, I'll keep the Tua video up. If it was trashing him or saying he wouldn't be good anymore, I'd take it down, but and the Bengals didn't know what play they want to run. Timeout. What's up, Football Scout in the house? How we doing? Connor Lee, how's it going, man? What time is it out there? Like 4 in the morning? And Mixon up the middle. Oh, he's in. He's in. I saw it on the drone cam on Amazon Prime footage. They're not going to give it to him, though. They're going to say he was short. I thought he got in. Maybe I'm just biased because I got Joe Mixon on my fantasy team, but I really thought he got in there. Cheesehead Joey, we did it. Quay Walker blitzed last week 11 times. Oh, man. I thought he got in. They always lean on the side of conservative on those. Maybe he was just short. Just run it again. It's 3rd down. Oh, gosh. Teddy's freaking out. Mixon. Did he get in that time? No, I don't think he did. I don't mind the play call, though. Now you go for it. That stop was for Tua. Mixon thinks he got in both times. Why are they kicking it? I'm so sick of Zach Taylor. Why did you run it on 3rd down if you're going to kick it? Use your fucking head. It's a good thing he's Sean McVay's friend, though. Just so frustrating. I don't win every year in fantasy football. No. I would say I'm just slightly above average at fantasy football. It's just hard. I mean, it's just so much luck with fantasy. Also, I feel like all of the research I do and my approach to the game doesn't always help me in fantasy because oftentimes I'll take the guy that I know is talented, but from a production standpoint might not necessarily produce, and that can oftentimes hurt me. All right, kick us off. We got a 17-15 game, just like we all predicted. Let's see what Mike McDaniel's made of. This is crunch time. Yeah, it's probably time we reconnect with Zach. Have a little chat, catch up. Is he still out on his around the country truck tour? I know he was recording the podcast from his truck all summer, which is awesome. Second and 3. We got 25 seconds on the clock. Snap. Handoff to Edmonds. I thought he got the first down. They've been spotting these guys short all night, so we'll see what the spot is on that one. I think he got it. Nope, they spotted him short. They have been really conservative with these spots. So what do you do? 3rd and inches? What just happened? What just happened? The Amazon Prime gave us a terrible camera shot of what the heck just happened. I honestly didn't see it. They just were staring at the center's butt. Edmonds stuffed. Why are these teams so afraid to go with a QB sneak? And now we've got a punt. This has kind of been a lame football game, man. What a gross punt. We've seen some bad punting, bad play calling. Matt Rule or Zach Taylor? God, I have to pick. I guess it's Zach Taylor, but would Matt Rule be doing any worse? If he was in Cincinnati? I don't know. Who would I like to coach the Bengals? Joe Brady. Play action boot goes nowhere. Keep pushing the ball downfield. We need some more man-beating routes here, Bengals. Get them going over the middle of the field. Have these guys change directions. Force these backup corners to make a play. Wow, an inbreaker. First down. Good play. Yeah, T. Higgins on Nick Needham. I mean, it's literally all backup corners. You have Nick Needham, Coho, and Keon Crossan against the best wide receiver trio in the league. This should not be so difficult. Another run into a fucking brick wall. I genuinely cannot watch this, man. Zach Taylor is going to single-handedly cost this team a season, if not more. Good throw to the sideline there. Did Chase get his feet in? Yep, he did. Nice toe tap. Amazing that Jamar Chase can beat Nick Needham against off coverage. Okay. They're coming out in 13 personnel on 1st and 10. 13 personnel with that stupid extra tackle and a run to the strong side for a 2-yard gain. I can't do this. I can't watch Zach Taylor waste this team away. Like, have some self-awareness. The mismatches that they're getting. All right, that was just a poor decision from Burrow. That was just a poor decision from Burrow. He had 2 guys wide open in the middle of the field, and he decided to chuck it up to T. So 3rd and 8, and we get a penalty. It's like every time Zach Taylor draws up something nice, Burrow doesn't execute it. It's a little bit of both, but I definitely go more on Zach Taylor. But yeah, I mean, Burrow's definitely not free of blame either. Burrow's been a very average quarterback so far this year. Jeez. They got 12 men on the field and they run a false start. Come on. Okay, Jamar Chase, press man coverage, top of the screen. Nope. All right, we're going to get another long field goal. Or a punt. They're going for the field goal. According to Next Gen Stats, the correct decision here is a punt. Because I guess the risk isn't worth the reward. But look, when you have Evan McPherson, I think you take the kick. That man's special. A normal kicker, you probably listen to the analytics there and trust your defense. But all right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, you guys. Thanks for watching tonight, by the way. This has been fun. Big opportunity for the Dolphins. Just a 5-point game. It's so bad, Connor. It's not just run blocking. It can't be. I mean, it's all zone. It's either zone or toss. And they just don't know how to add up the numbers. I mean, they've probably a top 5 back in the NFL and they can't run the football. It's just so sad. Okay. 6 minutes to go. I formation. They're going toss. Mostert has a lane. Oh, man. Gosh, he's just good. Like, when Mostert is healthy, he's just good. Really good block there by Durham Smythe. Logan Wilson, what are you doing, bro? Logan Wilson and these linebackers have had a horrible night. All right, now I want to see them attack the middle of the field with play action. It's been working all night. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, come on, McDaniel. It's like he handed off the play sheet. It's like it's a different playbook. It's pretty crazy. There's a play action boot. We haven't seen a single RPO with Tua, or I'm sorry, with Teddy. I mean, they love their RPOs with, maybe Teddy's just not comfortable with them, but you got to think he can operate those. Those RPOs are so dangerous. Especially after you just had a good run. Like, how do you not go at least an RPO option? These linebackers have been sucking all night. All right, 3rd and 10. Ooh. Okay, Bridgewater. Okay, Bridgewater. That's one thing about Teddy that has always been nice is he can get out of the pocket, man. His escapability is some of the best in the league. And he's good at finding those holes, those escape lanes. He's got just enough athleticism. He had a game last year for Denver that was just he balled out. I don't remember who he played against. He was just really inconsistent on a game-to-game basis. But he had some games for Denver last year that were really well quarterbacked. That was a huge play extension right there on 3rd and long. I mean, if they don't get that, it's probably game over. They go right back to the toss, and Mostert gets the corner. 8-yard run. Okay, this is what I want to see. 2nd and 2. I want to see either an RPO or play action with a in-breaking route over the middle of the field to the second level. We got 4:10 on the game clock. Nope, they ran it. He picked it up at least. Okay, how about a first down? How about a first down play over the middle? Okay, they're going shotgun on first down. Whoa. Kind of a broken play there. That's the kind of stuff that I will say. There's a lot of just ball handling. Waddle looks banged up. There's just a lot of like ball handling, timing stuff with the pre and post snap stuff that being a backup in this offense, I think it is hard to just step right in and do maybe a lot of the RPO stuff and some of the play action stuff. Like right there, I think Tua turned the wrong way. So if Tua is going to be the starter for an extended period of time, I think you will see them. Oh no! Oh no! Talk about being on the wrong page. What was that? Just a miscommunication. Gesicki runs the post. Tua throws the seam. And it goes right to the safety. Oh, man. I mean, that was back-to-back plays of, like, just Teddy not being up to snuff with the playbook, really, I think. That's unfortunate. A good run on first down? Nope. Great tackle by Coho. So obviously, if it is going to be Teddy moving forward, he is going to have to get up to speed with this playbook. Just composing a tweet here. We got 2nd and 7 after the run. Going deep. Oh, there's Jamar Chase. There he is. That's about your dagger. Roasting Keon Crossan. Where's that been all game? That should not have taken until 3 minutes left in the game to take a vertical shot. Jamar Chase just absolutely cooks Keon Crossan. I mean, the Dolphins have been daring the Bengals to make that throw all game. And it took until now to finally recognize it. Like, God, better late than never, I suppose. But, geez. Yeah, it's a good point. How bad is Noah Igbenogany if he can't get on the field right now? Like, seriously. I don't know if he's hurt or inactive or what, but great point. So remember, you guys, if you want to keep it rolling, I will be going live on Twitch after the game. Got a TFGO game coming up here in probably about 5-10 minutes. Should be fun. Igbenogany, a healthy scratch as always. God, that's just sad. I mean, he's a great example of why Jalen Hurts is such an enjoyable story. Noah Igbenogany is a freak athlete. A freak athlete. Came into the league at 20 years old, declares as a junior after not being like all that great, but just incredibly quick feet, good long speed. He's no twig. And he can't get on the field over an undrafted rookie in Cater Coho. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Slim. Really appreciate it, man. Very generous. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Thing with Igbo is he's in a system that theoretically fits his skill set well, too. Ran a lot of man coverage in college. Thanks for asking, Connor. All is well. We had Teddy up here earlier. I don't know if you were AFK or what, but yeah, Teddy's doing well. Wife's working tonight, but things are good. Okay, 2nd and goal. Another run. Yet again, goes nowhere. Like, just try a gap run. Try trap. Try counter. Try something else. Inside zone is not working against this bear front. Surprise, surprise. It's unbelievable the amount of things that the Bengals are incapable of. Right, TJ? It's just so bad. What's up, FBI? Okay, 3rd and goal. Play action. Touchdown. Penalty. Penalties declined. And that's going to be all she wrote. I think I might GG this one. I don't see any reason sticking around. I guess Jets fans will say you might want to wait because things do happen. So let's at least see this next drive through. The problem, I mean, Pack fan asked, do you think the Bengals replace Zach Taylor soon? I mean, you're a Packers fan. You see where this is going. They have too much talent to fire their head coach. They're going to be a 10-11 win team. and lack the foresight to get rid of him. It's hard to lose a lot of football games when you have a great quarterback and you have these receivers. Like, it's pretty wild. That's about as ugly of a 27-15 win as you'll get for the Bengals. I mean, they're a miscommunication away from just about losing this game on the other side. Dolphins were driving with a chance to win this game, and Teddy coming in as a backup on a short week throws a seam thinking he's got a post, or throws a seam when there is a post, goes right to the safety, and that's ball game. Let's just see what happens here. Probably going to get some dump offs, some fantasy implications here, but not expecting much here. It's apparently going to be all Tyreek Hill. Thanks for the super chat, Flambeau. You aren't wrong. It just doesn't feel like that's the situation. Oh no, they're putting the 99% to 1% up. Browns fans are down bad. They know how this ends. Win probability of 99%. All right. And Teddy avoids the sack. That he didn't even get that back to the line of scrimmage. That should be grounding. I don't know why they didn't throw the flag for grounding there. You're supposed to get the ball back to the line of scrimmage if you're going to throw the ball away. Otherwise, it's grounding. Yeah, they're going to talk this one through. And unless they say there was a receiver in the area, but I don't know. Okay. They're saying Gesicki was in the area. Or maybe that he got hit while he threw, and that's why. I guess. Did you guys see that the Browns choking that Jets game was the last time a team lost with a 2-score lead under the 2-minute warning was 20 years ago, and it was the Browns that did it? So the Browns are the only team in the 21st century to blow a game with a 2-score lead within the 2-minute warning. All right, 4th and 4. We might be able to get out of here. So we got 221 of you right now. I want to see at least when I go live on Twitch here in 5 minutes, I want to see at least 30 of you with me right away. I want to see you ready to go. Just kidding. Do what you want with your time. But it would be fun to see you guys over there for a little Madden action. I'm going to restart my PC and hopefully I can get my headphones to work. Tua has been discharged. Fantastic. Well, hopefully he can be okay and we can move on from this situation. Definitely good to leave on a positive note. Does definitely feel like they would have won this game if Tua didn't get hurt. I mean, I don't think Teddy played terribly, honestly. I do think the play calling and just the team, the mood of the, like, I genuinely think McDaniel was shook. And I guess you can see a little bit of his hesitation with it makes a little bit more sense with the miscommunication at the end there. Like, clearly he did not trust Teddy to know the whole playbook. And that ended up showing at the end of the game. The pick was just a miscommunication or Teddy clearly threw the wrong route and it gets picked. So, like, I think just off of that alone, but just from the second Tua went down, the play calling changed entirely, and it was just way different. It felt like they handed the playbook to a different coach. So definitely a really rough night for the Dolphins, and I just hope that with a long week, Tua can clear concussion protocol and that everything's okay. For Dolphins fans, I hope that they don't find anything for the investigation, but just weird, crazy shit. Bengals climbed to 2-2, but God, I don't feel any better about the Bengals after tonight. Still more of the same, just crappy Zach Taylor play calling. But I'm going to end the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm going to restart my PC, and we're going to load up a Madden stream. So head over to Twitch. And for those that won't be joining us, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Peace.